Hey everybody, welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. I am your host, Ben Cross. I'm here with my friend Pierre Frappier, the CEO and president of AMJ Campbell in Toronto. We are live in Toronto. This is our first time doing a Love and Reload live in Toronto. Pierre, thanks so much for having us.
No, happy to have you, Ben.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Welcome to AMJ Campbell, Canada's largest moving company.
The largest mover in Canada, coast to coast. 29 locations?
29.
I did my homework a little bit.
And one in Florida.
And one in Florida.
So before we go any farther, we're going to ask Dennis first trivia question.
Oh, man. Oh, look at this. They're putting trivia on me right now. Is that fair? Hit that like button. Get in the comments. I want to know what you're thinking right now. I want to give you shout outs and stuff. Adam's going to throw me his phone here in a second. We're going to take questions also for you. And if you got questions for Pierre, because he's going to hit me with trivia. So if you got questions for Pierre, please get in there as well. All right, Pierre, go ahead.
Coast to coast. Farthest province out east, farthest province out west.
All right, out west is British Columbia, because Vancouver, that's easy. I've been to the IAM conference in Vancouver, and I actually spoke there. It was my first conference I ever spoke at, and it was beautiful. And then out east, this is hard because there's some little ones out there. Some lesser known ones.
This one's a big one.
This one's big?
Well,
it's big.
It's the last province to join Canada, 1949.
Okay.
Which province is that?
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with Newfoundland.
Woo, you did it. The interview can continue. We passed the Canadian trivia.
Every 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to answer a correct question, or else Pierre's just gonna cut the interview at that moment right there. Please keep these coming because I can't guarantee I'm gonna know them all here. We got a whole bunch of people tuning in. Hit that like button right now. Look, we got Christina McCarty here checking in. We got Jamie Massler from Mississippi, Jake Lowry from Louisville, Kentucky. Ben Sukia.
Are they all donating money?
Yeah. Are you all done?
Is that the way it goes?
Yes. Are you going to book a move or not? All right. Ben Sukia from the UK says Ben Cross giving off serious Justin Trudeau vibes today. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes. I've been compared to a husky Justin.
So Justin
Trudeau.
had a father who was prime minister in the 70s. Do you remember his name?
Jerome.
No, you just said it about 5 minutes ago.
Pierre
Trudeau.
Yes, of course. How could I? All great leaders actually in this country are named Pierre. It's a little known fact. Yes, I'm learning a lot of stuff. Drew Phillips. Yes, how are you doing? Paul Convery. You're in my hometown. Go visit the Loose Moose Bar. I don't know where the Loose Moose is, but Paul, drop a pin. Sean Luches, does he get a phone a friend option? Yes, Sean. When I get Canadian trivia here, henceforth, Sean, you will be my friend I phone.
If there's Canadians out there, we're hitting the hockey floor soon. So there'll be big questions coming.
You guys have got to see this. I can't wait to show you all the incredible Marvel comic universe. I mean, all of the incredible stuff they got outside, as well as all the hockey memorabilia. We got some basketball stuff too. You're a big sports fan, it looks like.
I like sports. And you know why? Because I think sports and business go together. You're building a team, you're building a business. And you win as a team, you lose as a team, but yeah, I just see so many similarities between sports and business.
Yeah, I love that. Get in the comments if you also see the similarities. The other thing I noticed when I walk around here is you have a lot of quotes, a lot of inspirational quotes, and you have one behind your head here that says, if world class was easy, everyone would be doing it. Why the inspirational quotes, and what does that mean to you?
Just to remind us why we're here. Remind us every day we can't get complacent. We got to be the best. We got to have fun what we're doing, but we have to be the best because there's some good people out there, good companies.
Yeah.
And our customers deserve the best.
Yeah, and you know, you do business with some of the biggest names in, you know, relocation and home delivery and things like that. And I know you can't talk about all of them, but you have some really cool accolades. In fact, right out here, can we just go?
Sure, let's go.
Let's take a walk here. We're gonna give you a sneak peek inside of a moving company. We're gonna be moving. Adam, our producer's walking backwards right now, so hopefully he doesn't fall. But well, look, we got some amazing logos right here and some cool testimonials right here. But look at this. This is really cool. So we're gonna give you a sneak peek inside a moving company. So if there's anything you wanted to know about a moving company, what goes on behind the scenes, what it takes to deliver that world-class experience, whether it's relocation, moving, or what other kinds of moving do you do?
We're international, home delivery, which final mile, residential, office moving, and dock to dock, or we call it pick and pack operations. So we've diversified quite a bit in the last, let's say, 15 years.
Which is really interesting because I come from a U.S. moving background, and the moving companies I've worked at were less diversified. I mean, I think everybody wants to be diversified, especially because you have that household goods peak in the summer. And would you say, is it fair to say your peak is even maybe more compressed than ours, further south because of the weather? I mean,
absolutely. I mean, first of all, we're in east to west country. And yes, we only have.
What does that mean in east to west country?
The highway goes east to west. We don't have a lot of north and south like we do in the U.S.
Right.
So our laneway is basically east to west.
Right.
And secondly, our climate doesn't allow us to be moving people 12 months of the year.
Right.
So Canadian companies like such as ours have diversified into other product lines to keep, number one, our people busy, keep our business growing. And again, we have trucks, we have warehouses, we have good people. There's business out there for that.
Yeah, and I think when we look at the e-commerce, I'm just going to go down this path just for a moment because I think it's really fascinating. I'm a person that's addicted to Amazon, Wayfair. My wife buys something new on Amazon every day. She tells me some of it she hides, some of it she can't hide. Keep hitting that like button if you got questions here. We got people checking in here. And I think it's a real opportunity for moving companies to get into supporting this because you have the trucks, you have the packers and the loaders and the drivers and folks who are actually used to going into the homes. And yet many moving companies, at least in the US, have stayed away from it traditionally. But you seem to have found a lot of success with that. How do you do that?
Well, like you said, we're already in the home from the residential side. So it was a natural that when our e-commerce or final mile came to us, we're good in the home.
Yeah.
Once we get in that front door, we know what we're doing. We just don't want to ring and run where we just ring a doorbell, leave the package.
Right.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
We want to be in the home. White glove service. That is what we specialize in.
Yeah. I totally agree. And it makes perfect sense to me. But the difference is now with a home delivery, you're making how many stops a day is that truck doing versus a move, right? A move, they go to one residence and they stay there all day and then they, do what they do. And maybe they do 2 jobs in a day if they're small jobs and they're feeling crazy, right? But with a drop, stops are they doing on a home delivery?
Well, we're doing about 15 to 20 stops a day.
Wow.
All white glove in the home, setting it up, making sure the consumer's
and you have to go in there and set it all up.
Absolutely.
And get the signature and get out in time to make the next. That's a lot of coordination.
Yeah, it is. I mean, technology's helped and we're good people.
Yeah. We got people checking in here. Louise Neal from Essex in England. Hey, Louise, good to see you. Danny Hurst was checking in. Simon Hood. Hello to Ben and our friends at AMJ from John Mason International.
Ah, we know John.
Look at that. Look at that. Richard Majewski from London Town. Yes. Karen. I love working with the hockey players. Yeah, tell me about that. Do you actually get to work with professional athletes?
Absolutely. AMJ, probably for almost 25 years, we're the official movers of Canada's Olympic team.
Wow.
We've been the official
Do you get
mover.
to move the stuff, like the pads and stuff, like all the gear and everything?
Or the gear when they're going, let's say when they were in Salt Lake City, they're in Calgary, so we do move them. Their training gear.
Now, I've smelled what one set of hockey pads smells like. What does a whole truckload of hockey pads smell like?
Yeah, nothing air fresheners.
Nothing air freshener can handle.
But yeah, we've been fortunate to move a lot of professional teams, Toronto Maple Leafs, Vancouver Canucks, like all the Canadian teams.
Wow.
Our focus right now is on amateur sports, community sports. But no, we've been fortunate to be affiliated in Canadian sports for a long period of time.
Wow. That's really cool. I feel like that's like a dream account for any moving company is to have that opportunity to Hey,
very fortunate.
Get in the comments. I want to know what your questions are as well. Here we got Marley checking in from Dallas. I want to prioritize your accounts. This is your opportunity to ask, the CEO of a moving company, any question you want to ask them about what goes into it here. Faye checking in. Happy Monday, everyone. Jana Shazanowski from GLOMO headquarters. Thanks, Jana, for holding the fort down as we're gallivanting around Toronto here. Lynn Pereira, woohoo, go Pierre. This guy's a ball of energy over here too. Let's see, he's bored checking me over here. I just meet him and he's checking me.
I'm trying to make sure the hits aren't on camera.
That's great. That's great. Let's see here. This is really cool. Everybody get in there. I want to know. Look at this. Say, Louise says, hi, Ben. Lovely to hear Pierre's story. Richard Majewski says, ring and run. I love that expression for sure. I do want to ask you your story, Pierre. So how did you get started with AMJ Campbell?
To make it short and sweet, I started as a mover. My cousin was in the business. I grew up in Windsor, Ontario. He was in London, Ontario.
Yeah, Windsor, Ontario, right across the river. I was in Detroit for about
Detroit.
5 years. Yeah.
Go Wings, go.
Yeah, go. There you go. So you were in Windsor area.
Windsor area. He was doing a lot of moving in London.
You're like, gee, that looks fun. Let's just.
Yeah, he said, for a weekend, come on down, come and help me out. So
that's how it always starts for a weekend, right?
And then I left Sunday. And he says, "You're going to be coming back." I said, "I'm out of here. I'm done. This is not for me." And then bug was planted. So
Yeah.
I started as a mover about 30-some years ago. And this organization has been amazing to me and many other employees because it's given us opportunities to grow, buy franchises. And I've had a lot of great mentors, our presidents or my partners, super great people to allow me to get to where I am today. And it's not about me. You're going to meet a great team today, and this is only part of the AMJ team across the country.
Do y'all want to take a walk and go see the rest of the great AMJ team? Because we're going to show you, we got 2 floors here. We got a glimpse into the warehouse. We're going to show you everything as well as a lot of this cool memorabilia here. So, Pierre, you want to take us for a walk?
Yeah, so let's start with this area, and you'll see there's a lot of Avengers and Marvel. And the reason I like that is when I grew up, I thought I was going to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was convinced I was going to be Spider-Man until my mom told me there's no shot.
There's no shot.
So really to bring it to business is dream big. Just dream.
Yeah.
And you never know what can happen.
I
like these characters, so we're just going to decorate them around the office.
Yeah.
Give it a little life instead of your traditional, picture of an iceberg and you can't see the whole thing.
Yeah, no, but I like it too because it's still aspirational too, right?
So this is our accounting team, our home delivery team, our international team.
All right, let's get over here and let everybody.
Everybody say hi to Ben.
Hey, everybody.
Say hi to Ben. Ben came all the way in from Texas today to see
All the way
us.
from Texas, brought the weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful day in Toronto here. Got a lot of smiling
Anybody want to
faces
be
here.
interviewed?
Look at that. Oh, they're all taking a number,
Does
getting in
anybody
line.
here shouldn't be on camera? Let's go visit our international team. They
All
sit
right, let's
around
go
and don't do much throughout the day.
See an international team over here. So tell us about the international team.
So we got Gina, Christina, and Arthur here. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So what can we? What about AMJ International? Who is AMJ International?
We represent the global movers. So from our corporate clients to our private clients, if you're moving around the world, we represent AMJ.
Now, when y'all talk about international moving, because we do the IEM conference every year, so our viewers are somewhat familiar. Are you talking about origin and destination services, packing and delivery, or are you talking about doing the forwarding as well? Like, what does that business mix look like, and how do you what are some of your client types?
Yes, so we do the full door-to-door service, and as an international division, one of our best parts are we rely on our partners overseas. So in order for us to call ourselves international, we rely on movers, much like ourselves, in every country around the world.
Hey, John Mason just gave us a shout out.
Yeah,
Yes,
look
I
at
saw
that.
it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know Ben had any followers.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't
good.
until y'all were on.
He's probably
actually,
one of
to be honest with you, yeah. There's been a lot of growth too with that international division as well.
Yes, well, Canada has opened up its doors to over 1.5 million new immigrants over
Wow.
the next 3 years. And
Are you stealing our immigrants? Is that what's happening over here? They're all coming to Canada.
No. We can't.
Well, no, but
we're not going political.
But Canada's done a really good job of welcoming the best and brightest minds in the world, right?
Yes.
So, and I think y'all are benefiting from that, obviously.
Yes, and Toronto is the corporate hub for Canada. So
Right.
about 80% of corporate business home in Toronto.
Yeah.
So we're pleased, we're honored to be part of the international movers and part of AMJ.
Really cool. Now, are your clients, moving companies, relocation management companies, corporations directly, like private transferees? Where does most of the international business come from? Would you say?
A little bit of everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So we do have corporate clients, we have private clients, we also support government businesses throughout the world and in Canada. And of course, we have customers from our agents overseas.
Sure.
Right, they
Where they
are
reciprocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are
And that's the way I think
frontliners.
we've sprinkled our residential business as well.
Yes.
We're a big private client carrier, government carrier, corporate carrier, RMC carrier,
Right.
Yeah.
diversified. It's important for us to be in different sandboxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
So Gina, that's her favorite player, Mitch Marner over there.
Yeah.
Autographed and all.
I've seen
Gina's
that.
a big Toronto fan.
I've seen.
this.
Yeah.
Well, let's
go
go
ahead.
check.
Check it out.
Let's
Go
go,
check it out.
Gina. Come
Let's
show
just go
us.
in Gina's office real quick here. Yeah, look at
I
this
heard
here.
there's a surprise.
So you see all the gear
Wow,
that's around here. Go check it out here. Yeah.
Check it.
Look at that.
So
In the-
is it- okay. Okay, Ben, question number 2. Who is that guy right there? No, he plays for.
I'm gonna say the.
Adam, you want to help him on this one?
I'm gonna say.
That's Captain Canada, by the way.
I'm gonna say the
Chicago Blackhawks.
Blackhawks. That's what I was going with. I was going Blackhawks all the way. I wanted to look like I was like thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a lot of hockey trivia today. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm probably gonna be pretty poorly if they didn't play an NHL 95. So I appreciate it. Big shout out to Christine over here also for hooking up the interview. Nice. All right, and look, you got a shuffleboard
We got a
table here too.
shuffleboard. Yeah, we can play that later after hours.
I might actually be able to take you in that.
You
I don't know.
This is our commercial team, our move managers.
Let's see here. Hold on a second.
Everybody want to say hi to Ben? and Adam?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm Jessica. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
Jessica. How are you?
Good. Hello.
Hey, Melissa.
So this is
Looks
kind of
like
the
we're on the
office
phone.
moving section. Office moving.
I got you.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're actually taking phone calls right now, so I don't want to be too disruptive here. But you even got your branded AMJ shredding over here.
We also do shredding as well.
We store it, we destroy it, we do whatever you want. You just tell us what to
And
do
he's
with
not
it.
talking about the furniture.
No, I'm talking-
No, he's talking about paper.
Not talking about the furniture. Not talking
Paper
about the
only.
furniture. This is great.
So pillar number 1, international. Pillar number 2 are obviously our office moving. Pillar number 3, residential. And pillar number 4, home delivery.
Wow, we look pretty decent on there actually.
Yeah.
Shockingly good, to be honest with you.
Jessica even said, "Don't come down here near me."
She's doing it. She was quick with a handshake. I appreciate the service. Thank
Hey,
you.
Jess, can we go in that room or is it locked?
I closed the door.
It's open.
All right.
All right. Here's another trivia question for.
Oh,
How do you get in?
Hang on.
this is the most secure moving company I've ever been.
I know
in.
everything's locked.
Everything's locked up here. Even the shredder's locked. It's in its track. But I think she might have just shouted it. Edit that part out. Yeah. So what do we got in here? So he's showing me all this really cool.
Oh, this was just some of the stuff. I thought we would have a great trivia for you.
There's more trivia.
This is
I got a
our-
trivia for you. I
This
got a
is a
trivia
lot
for
of
you.
our Raptor stuff. As you know, the
All right.
Raptors started in Toronto 20
man.
some years ago,
Oh,
and we
man.
were their official mover when they started.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. I think I know who might have signed that ball.
You think you know who signed that ball?
I might know who signed it.
Really?
And now I'm starting to actually second guess. All right, I'm just gonna roll with it. Was it Dikembe Mutombo?
Yes, it was.
Yes, I mean, that's got to count for something, right? That's got to
Alright.
count for something.
So the next one is
Oh, gosh.
pick a sword.
Are we gonna? I usually go big, but this is a trick while going big.
All right, pull her out.
I can pull her out.
All right, here we
Do y'all
go.
have the proper insurances for this? So we're actually gonna sword fight to the death right now.
Yeah, this can't be on camera. Right now.
Yeah, edit this part out. This is great.
How many
Oh my
times you get
gosh.
to do a show? And
I've never
start a sword
handled a
fight?
sword. This is short. Is this a Hittori Hansu blade? That's very nice.
It was given to us by a customer.
Oh, nice.
Mhm. You cannot travel with these across customs, across the borders, eh?
All right, just don't take your hand off. Yeah, nice. So, is there a lot of stuff that you can't go across the border with that y'all just end up with super cool stuff?
Well, we don't end up with super cool stuff, but there is stuff you can't ship across the border. So
Yeah,
things are getting a little different, a little challenging these days.
nice. If you have any questions right now, hit us up in the comments. We've got people checking in. Simon Hood checking in again. We're finding there's an increase of people moving from the UK to Canada at the moment, as the visa process is easier than places like Australia or New Zealand. Yeah, super interesting. We've got a situation now in the United States where, there's been a lot of layoffs in the tech sector, and the H-1B visa holders have 60 days to find a new job where they could stay in the U.S. or they have to go. And I'm wondering if that's going to create some mobility as well.
Well, we're definitely seeing a lot of traffic on the way through the U.S. So, come to work
my
today,
least
AMJ.
favorite room in
come
the
on, fellas,
building.
let's get some.
All right, show us what you got, Peter.
We finished the sword fight.
Gosh.
Now we're in here.
We finished our sword fight, a little cool down workout.
This is where we relieve stress. So we ended up 3 years ago. We ripped down some offices, put a gym, opened it up to our staff, and it's been a pretty cool place to hang out.
He's rolling up his sleeves. I think he's gonna hit something over here. I don't know. Hope it's not me.
No, we're not going to ask you.
No, this is beautiful though. Look at this. And we've got the great athletes here as well.
Yeah, some of the best athletes in the world have accomplished something. So again, it's all about just being the best.
Is that a Kawhi Leonard right there, maybe?
Kawhi Leonard beats Philadelphia with a shot. Remember that shot? That got us into the finals against Golden State.
Wow.
And then we won that.
And that's the finals y'all won too.
Yep.
That was when
That's
Siakam really came out.
Yep. Some of the great athletes who've done some major things in their life. So yes,
Nice
it's a little
job.
inspiring place.
This is really cool, man. This is
Mhm.
great. So how often you do 2-a-days in here, or what's?
Who? We're trying to get in here a couple days a week.
Nice.
We're gonna come back and do chin-ups
Oh,
with
gosh.
Adam here, right?
And we're out of time. All right, guys, let's go
downstairs.
All right.
What's happening down there?
We're gonna go downstairs. I don't know what downstairs is, but oh yeah, you know what? Let's take a peek in the warehouse. I wonder if any of you have actually seen a real moving and storage warehouse. Now, we're just gonna take a peek because we got to keep the Wi-Fi hooked up here.
We're gonna find you. You can't hide from us. Eh?
So we're actually in the break room.
Tell them you can't run away from them.
This is where everybody goes to hide.
I know, they're all hiding.
You're hiding from the LOVE+RELO. Is that a Joe Carter jersey over there?
That is a Joe Carter. AMJ is the official mover of the Joe Carter Classic Tournament held in Toronto every year.
Wow.
And what did Joe do that was so dramatic? What did
He
Joe
hit a
do?
home run to win the World Series
Absolutely.
against the Phillies, was it?
Against the Phillies, yeah.
Yeah, Santa
Toronto
was
won
something,
2
something.
years ago. So yeah, we're big supporters of Joe Carter's tournament. All the money that we raise go to Children's Aid Foundation here in Canada. And Joe's a great ambassador to the Blue Jays, to Canada, AMJ, everything.
I actually really liked the Blue Jays in the 90s. And
We've got a good team coming up now.
do you?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of young guys.
All right, here's
Vlad Jr. right there. We just signed Bo Bichette.
you know what's funny about those? I mean, those are both sons of great
Yes.
baseball players, right? Dante Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero
Those are
Sr.
baseball.
Do you know where the Blue Jays spring training is held?
Dunedin, isn't it?
Dunedin, Florida. Very good. Look
There
at
we
this
go.
guy. All right. Which is also Florida, where you have your 30th location.
Yeah, just
Right.
outside Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. Pompano Beach, I
Yep.
believe. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Very cool. And I am curious before we go into the warehouse. Hit that like button, by the way. Get a comment in there. That was a great comment that Simon Hood had. Faye Elford says commercial movers rock the world. Love it, love it. Yeah, we get people that nerd out on moving here. I mean, that's just who we are. Hit that like button. Send a little love out here to Toronto. Got a beautiful weather outside. I do have a question though. You mentioned franchising. It's something that we don't see often from corporate movers, right? Corporate movers are usually like van land agent affiliated, or just are independent or family owned or whatever. You do see some franchises on the local moving side, but not on the long distance or international side. And I saw that on your website, and you mentioned it before. And I was just curious, how does that work? And where do I sign up?
AMJ was built as a franchise organization, so head office in Toronto, and then we would have franchisees, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
Today we have a mixture of some franchises
Okay.
in our smaller mid-sized markets, larger markets more corporately owned,
Yep.
and we've had a lot of success with that.
Right.
So that's how the organization was built, on a franchise system.
Okay. All right. Do you see more locations coming in the U.S.?
I see us expanding in the U.S. through the final mile business.
Oh.
Right now, we
Makes a lot of
want
sense.
Pompano Beach is good. We can definitely grow in Florida. We've got a partner there, Atlas World Group,
Yeah.
that supports us tremendously. So our growth in the U.S. will be timely calculated and
Yeah.
make sure there's a need.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to grow just for the sake of growing. There's still a lot of opportunity for us in this great country.
Wow. And yeah, I like what you said there. And final mile, for those of you out there, kind of means the that last mile, that home delivery, right? So delivering the stuff that you buy from the large, bulky, oversized items that won't fit into the Amazon truck or the UPS truck or the FedEx truck, whatever. So anyway, really interesting. Can we take a peek at the warehouse?
Let's have a look and see what's
All right.
going on in there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So, very cool. All right. Beautiful. And can we get that in the shot? Is that picking up here? Let's see here.
So this is one of 4 warehouses for our location. So we have a 250,000 square feet of warehouse, 4 buildings.
250,000 square feet. That's a lot of square footage.
That's a lot of square footage, yeah. So each building serves its own purpose. This one is final mile. So in here,
So this is all product that's
all
being
products
delivered to
being
consumers.
delivered. Yep, it's coming in. We package it up, we prep it, we pick and pack it, and we're delivering this in the greater Toronto area.
So unlike like used household goods or kind of what most of our viewers are probably accustomed to, this is new product, not used household goods. New product, maybe what type of stuff? Maybe appliances or what are you thinking?
Yeah, appliances, sofas, table, chairs, anything you
Wow.
can buy online, we deliver.
Which you can buy everything online now.
And we deliver it on. People
Like-
buy anything, hot tubs.
Hot tubs, right?
You name it. Super Bowl weekend's coming. Let's get those
Yeah.
big, large TVs in the house.
I thought you were gonna go hot tub. Yes, let's get the hot tub for the Super Bowl. What is the smallest thing that you would deliver in a final mile type of? Because usually it's got to be pretty big and bulky.
Stool, chairs,
bar
yeah.
stool, something like that.
Yeah, we're playing a bit with the small parcel as well,
Mhm.
mixing it with the large parcel. But
Wow.
yeah, it works well. We have a full warehouse inventory management system. Got about 50 trucks rolling here every day. So this is Hub 1. Hub 2 has our warehouse. That's our household. Hub 3 has our office moving. And Hub 4 is everything that doesn't fit in any of these three categories. We put in that warehouse.
Got it. And what is the difference for our viewers out there? Hit that like button, by the way. If you have questions, ask those questions. We've got people coming in here. This is great. Arthur Drury says Pompano Beach. Yes. Nicole McGarvey. Hello, Ben and Pierre. Thank you for this session. You're welcome, Nicole.
Yeah, I like when people say thank you. Eh?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Mhm.
Very nice, Nicole. Get a question in there. We're gonna be here for just a moment. How does a final mile product delivery operation and warehouse differ from a household goods warehouse?
Well, household goods, we call it more of dead storage. It comes in,
Mhm.
it could be sitting there for a week, a
Yeah.
month, a year,
Years.
2,
Yeah.
government contract, somebody's going overseas. This product just rolls.
So how long is it on the shelf for, you think?
Oh, less than 14 days.
Wow.
So one of our claim to fame at AMJ on the final mile is we say to our customers, we'll get it to you anywhere in Canada within 7 days.
Wow.
So as soon as it hits our dock, no matter where you live in Canada, we'll get it to you in 7 days. You think about our country. We got a lot of remote areas.
Really
We got
long.
a lot of ferries.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff going up north. But
Wow.
we cover probably more postal codes than anybody else. Large parcel
Wow.
in this country.
That's really incredible. And I would imagine in order to turn that stuff around as quickly as you're talking about turning it, you need way more manpower in a warehouse, way more forklifts, probably a different schematic, layout of your warehouse as well. If you go to a household goods, moving warehouse, you see, there's usually a warehouse manager and then, a couple of guys working around the warehouse.
Yep.
I imagine in here you have quite a few more people.
Oh, for sure. Very heavily labor intensive.
Right, very labor
But
intensive.
technology allows us to manage our product in, out, look at dwell times,
What's the
sitting,
dwell time?
how long it's been sitting here.
Right.
To make sure we hit our KPIs.
Yes.
People want their goods.
Yeah.
You've ordered, you're waiting,
We're spoiled.
and then as soon as it hits our dock, they get an automated message saying your goods have now arrived in
Right.
Toronto.
So now it's
Guess
like,
what happens now?
Yeah, they're calling.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
They're like,
When am I getting my stuff?
yeah. They're hitting that chat bot at 11:59 at night. Like,
WMS, where's my stuff?
where's my stuff?
Yeah.
Not warehouse management system. Where's my stuff?
Technology has
I
great
love it.
opportunities, but it also keeps you on your toes.
This is great. Louise Neal saying great service delivery. Scott Chapman is the prohibition of. Oh, this is great. So Scott Chapman says, is the prohibition of purchase of residential property by non-Canadians Act affecting the residential side of their business, and does he foresee that ending prior to the set 2-year period? This is something Lynn Shotwell, the president of Worldwide ERC, who was on our show a couple weeks ago, was talking about one of the big, initiatives or things that they were working on that was on their radar as a global association, was actually this Prohibition of Purchase of Residential Property by Non-Canadians Act. I don't know if there's a better acronym for that. But do you see that affecting your residential business, and do you see that big sticking around for a while?
No.
No?
I don't see it being a big impact.
Yeah. So yeah. Flat no. Scott's in mortgage. Scott, do you write mortgages up here? Very curious. Plug yourself.
Not a
if
lot
you
of
do.
people writing up mortgages right now.
Yeah.
Interest rates what they are.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are seeing the same interest rate environment that we're seeing as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Residential market is definitely deflated.
Yeah.
That's why you want to diversify. You want
Right.
to be in other product lines.
So what's great about you guys is like, okay, so you're not moving, you're just hunkering in place, you're just ordering more hot tubs.
Well, guess
We
what
got
people
you.
did during the pandemic? What did people do?
They just
had disposable
renovated.
income,
Yeah.
renovated,
Yeah.
ordered online.
Or it's cool
This
stuff.
Our division absolutely went crazy during those
Yeah.
2 years.
But I also saw things like your international division went crazy too, which I wouldn't have necessarily thought. I mean, I guess hearing kind of the climate, maybe I do understand why. But I mean, I know that there was a lot of countries that were shut down. There was like kind of restriction on traffic lanes and things of that nature. But it seems like you're really doing well in all your verticals. Do you attribute that to great leadership?
I attribute to a great team.
Yeah.
We have trucks, we have men, we have warehouse. Let's find something for them to do.
All right, well, let's go find something for these people. Let's go downstairs and see the great team, because we're only halfway there. We've seen the top floor, but it gets really interesting down below. So Let's go check that out. Very cool. Got all the Avengers going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Got the sales numbers on the wall.
Let's
which
get
I
that
really
door
like.
open for Adam here.
Right.
There we
Awesome.
go.
Now this is the part where Adam tries not to fall down the stairs
Yes.
while keeping it very still for us. We appreciate
Look
you,
at
Adam.
him go.
Thank you for your
That's why he
service.
That's why he can do pull-ups.
I know that arm stabilizing muscle right there. I don't
The
know.
kid's in shape.
He's in great shape. So he's in shape for the both of us. All right. Good stuff. So we're in the lobby right now. The first impression here. All
After
right.
you,
I'll
gentlemen.
go-
All right,
Adam.
down here we got a moving company, a trucking company. Could be without somebody like him.
Oh yeah.
Brad, come on over. So Brad heads up our safety and compliance.
Hey Brad.
How are
Nice
you?
to meet you,
Nice
Brad.
to meet you too.
So Brad, I got to ask you. Pierre's been telling me how important safety, and Brad in particular, is to AMJ Campbell. What do you do here, Brad? What is safety?
Yeah, what do you
Do.
do here? Sorry, that's a good question.
The secret's out now. Anyways, the company's greatest asset it's people.
Right.
It's people. You can have all the equipment in the world, but operating commercial vehicles
Yeah.
on public roadways, huge responsibility. You can't be taken lightly.
Right.
Safety is number one.
Wow.
All our drivers are provided with the training and the tools they need to work toward that end. So it's the utmost, and everyone in the company is dedicated to that cause.
What's one thing you do to ensure a safe work environment?
Good communication.
I say good education. You educate people really well.
Educate, training.
Yeah.
As I said, giving them the tools they need to operate safely and creating the culture.
Yeah.
The
But he
culture
just
is so
doesn't.
important.
He just doesn't spend time with the drivers. He's spending time with salespeople, move managers.
Mm.
He's spending time with senior leadership team, explaining to them why we need to do these things.
Mm.
So the more people understand that our CVR, our operating authorities, our insurance are very important to us. So Brad does a great message of the whole company,
Nice.
not just the drivers. The drivers are only part of it.
Right.
Tone at the top. If the senior leadership team believe in safety and
Yeah.
compliance, everybody else will buy in.
I like
And
it.
Brad's been a great addition to the team.
That's
It's
great.
awesome.
And that's where the culture is created. So.
That's really great, Brad. I appreciate that. Now, if we have customers or whatever that might be watching this or something, and they're saying, well, what does safety have to do to me? I'm sitting over here and I'm kind of managing files and doing whatever, and that's kind of y'all's problem, they might say, right? So how does that translate into to the customer or the corporate client or the relocation management company? Why should they care about?
Well, they're dealing with companies that actually treat their equipment really well, treat their van operators, delivery teams really well. Breakdowns, delays, drivers out of service.
Mm.
These are all things that can cause issues
Yeah.
for the consumer, for that person that's
Right.
on that truck. Brad makes sure that we roll every
Right.
day safely and that everybody gets to come home safely.
Yeah.
That's important. It's
That's
important
great.
to us. We don't do it for our customers. They benefit from that,
Right.
but we do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's everyone. That's not just people involved with our company. We're involved with the general public on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we can't take that.
He's good too. He's got the voice to go with it.
I know.
He's got the intimidating
And
look.
trust me, I trust him. I do have to make a complaint, actually. He was handling a samurai sword in a
Whoa,
way that
whoa.
maybe.
Let's just keep going. Thank you, Brad. Thank you.
Oh yeah, there was a cover. Yeah, there was a cover.
So you talk about sports. So yeah, down here, these are a lot of the players that we may have moved or players that just have.
Now this is a jersey I know. Adam Graves.
Oh yes.
Adam Graves for the New York Rangers. That's I think he's a wing.
Yeah.
I think and that 94 was it team that beat the Canucks in
Great
the
guy too.
yeah.
We've got to meet him. We've got to do some things with him. Super nice guy.
Wow, they have some really nice stuff here. This is great.
So again, some of the teams we've sponsored, some of the teams we've moved.
So how do
some
you
of
get
the-
all this stuff? You move these people? or
Yeah,
like-
we've moved. Like Paul Coffey, one of the greatest
Wow.
defensemen of all time.
Seriously.
Move with us. We're just waiting for Sidney Crosby to call us so we can move him. McDavid's definitely going to move with us one day. And Guy Lafleur, what can you say about the flower? The man's an
Yeah.
icon.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're proud of our Canadian sports. We're proud of our athletes, and again, go back to that sports philosophy. That's what business is all about. Sports.
Yeah.
We play hard every day. This is in the Blue Jays locker room. I actually took their slogan: "Get better every day."
That's one of the things we say actually in my company as well. Right?
You have to.
Is that even if we make a mistake, we just got better.
Yeah,
'Cause we
just
learn
get
from
better. Absolutely.
it. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. So he stole that from. I might steal that from him. I don't know.
Well,
see.
don't
We'll
tell
see if
us.
I
So
can-
who said anything about the Blue Jays? Well, let's go down here and see what's happening. Well, you know what? We're just around operations, and today is actually bring your pet to work day today. So I think we could have some action in
we
here.
got pets in here.
We could.
Let's see.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, that's where it all happens, huh?
Everybody say hi to Ben. Say hi to
Hey,
Adam.
everybody. All right.
So we got Scott,
Hey,
we got
Scott.
Lacey, we got Robin,
Lacey.
we got Cassandra.
And you have some helpers back here too. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. Really cute.
Yeah. So today everybody got to bring their pets in. So
That's awesome. Very cool. So, why does it bring your pet to work day?
Yeah. Why did we do that anyway?
We were trying to do it in this room to see if they'd be any better than Rob. But so far, that's a fun thing to do.
We've done that for a few years now. You know, it just creates a different atmosphere for the day. Break
Sure.
it up. You know, in Canada, this is winter right now. It can get a little cold, get a little drolly. So,
Yeah. Look at this. So we got. Oh, this dog actually just likes to follow. Just likes to follow the. Just likes to follow the camera. Actually. That's great. That's a beautiful.
So
puppy
Lacey
there.
puts on all kinds of events: Pet Day, Super Bowl Day, Wear Your PJ Day. That one didn't go over very well.
The wear your PJ day.
Yeah.
Where the customers complaining.
Well, Rob still has issues with all that. So.
You got a button to flap. Yeah.
But we gotta keep it alive. We gotta
Yeah.
keep things going.
Oh, that's great. So what goes on in here besides this being an amazing place for pets to hang out?
Scott,
Scott, get on over here.
get on over.
Get in the shot, Scott.
Yeah.
Get in the shot.
Talk to
Get in
Big
the
Ben
shot,
and tell him what
Scott.
goes on around here. I'd like to hear too.
So
Yeah.
what is the name of this office first?
This is AMJ Toronto West.
No, I mean
The
like
operations
the
room?
operations room. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Got
is the main brain frame of the whole hour.
All right. The heart, the engine, the brain. There's a lot of
Yeah.
organs in here.
So anything done in our planning area, which I don't know if you've seen, gets
Okay.
facilitated through this room.
All right. So I would presume that y'all are dispatching the crews and everything, making sure the schedules are being met. There looks like there's a lot of work going on over here. Not so much over here, but maybe
Not
over
much
here.
going on over
There's a
here.
lot of
There's
work.
a lot
It looks
going
like.
on over there.
And this is Cassandra, is that right?
That is Cassandra. So last year, AMJ had a scholarship program. So we gave up 5 scholarships across Canada, East, West, Central. Cassandra was the recipient
Hey,
of
look
the
at-
Central Canada Scholarship. She
Hey.
goes to school, and when she's not at school, she spends a little time with us to make sure.
So you're in school currently?
Yeah.
Wow. So what are you studying?
I'm studying communication and media studies.
Wow. To prepare you for a career as a dispatch. Yeah. To be on this on camera more probably, and less on the spreadsheets. So what do you do, Cassandra?
So I work in primarily commercial dispatching. So I help to dispatch the crews when they come in the mornings. We work with like the planning department in the like on our spreadsheets. We have a shared spreadsheet, and then we just make sure they end up on site on time. We're sort of like the first point of contact before it heads up to upstairs when the crews are dispatched.
Okay.
So we help working with them as well. And then sort of like the central hub for all crews out on the road at that time.
Yeah. What's the best part of the job for you, Cassandra?
I'd say like the people.
Yeah.
The people.
Well, because you're interacting with a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming you're seeing the crews in the morning too.
Yeah. They're all great people. So I enjoy like communicating with them, getting to work with them. You meet different people, different personalities, and
Yeah.
getting to work with them. You get to know them too, right? So
What would you say is one of the bigger, like, kind of maybe misconceptions or things people maybe don't know about the dispatch type of responsibility of a moving company?
I would say that dispatch as a whole has a lot of moving parts, and from the outside it may not necessarily seem that way.
Right.
So there's a lot of different components, and then when crews are out, not everybody knows this is the central hub. So when
Yeah.
things like that get moving, then it can get a little bit hectic too. So just
Yeah.
organizing that, prioritizing.
So you have to stay cool under that pressure. You have competing priorities.
Her and
from,
Rob are the coolest cats in the building.
coolest cats.
They
in the
never
building.
phase.
So you get the cats on this side, the dogs on that side. Hopefully there's no skirmishes in the middle. No, that's really cool. That's super cool. And then Rob, you're over here doing some complicated looking stuff. You have 3 monitors going on here. Let's go see. Thanks, Cassandra. Let's see what Rob's doing over here. How's it going? So what all are you doing over here?
Yeah, what are you doing over here?
I feel like this is a question Pierre likes to ask you.
Yeah.
What are you doing today, Rob?
It's a lot of the same things that Cassandra's already
Okay.
gone over. So our jobs kind of crisscross quite a bit.
Okay.
As you said, main kind of touch points for all of our crews, ensuring that they have everything that they need, working with the warehouse,
Mhm.
working with the rest of the office to ensure that our crews are ready to do the best job that they can.
Yeah. So I see you got a really cool map over here. What's on the map? Like what's going on? A lot of icons going on.
Yeah.
Is that its importance? I don't know what's going on over there.
Yes, so that's all of our different trucks, and
Okay.
just so we can kind of monitor.
So all our trucks have GPS. So Rob
Right.
really makes tracking our trucks, making sure everybody's on time, going where they're supposed to go.
Yeah. So are you like watching from a safety perspective too? Like if they're driving safely and things like that? Do you
Yeah.
monitor that? You get alerted to that kind of stuff too?
Whether it be speeding or even just how they're driving, it will actually give us notifications
Yeah.
and everything.
Wow, that's really cool. And you got some great cameras going here too, so you're making sure you really this I gotta say, I've been to a lot of moving companies. This is the nicest facility I've been to.
Oh,
But the thing that really strikes me is it's so secure and safe. Like, I mean, key coded every door, it's like, you got the cameras, I mean, everything's tracked, there's a lot of data going on. I mean, it's very sophisticated for a moving company. I think sometimes clients and stuff don't always know how sophisticated these logistical operations are. So
I would agree. There's a perception about it. It's
Right.
a moving company. They have trucks.
Yeah.
It's a building. But
how hard can it be, right? But there's a lot of thought and effort that goes into this.
absolutely. Big fleet. We got to monitor that fleet, safety, compliance, booking, inventory management,
Right.
trucks. There's a lot that goes on. And again, we've got 4 terminals, so he's got his eyes on 4 terminals, over 100 trucks, a lot of
Wow.
manpower.
So over 100 trucks out of these 4 terminals, and then you've also got 30 terminals, if you will,
Across Canada.
across Canada. So that's a lot of trucks. and
Next
equipment.
time you come here, there'll be monitors all down this wall.
Wow.
This will be like the airport.
Just watching every truck, it'd be like air traffic control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is great. Hit that like button right now. If you got questions, put it in the comments. We'll try to take those comments. We got dogs doing dog stuff over here. It's pretty. I don't even know if it's work safe. It's pretty exciting stuff over here. Yeah, this
We
is
got a
great.
battle going on.
We got a
Eh?
battle.
I think they've been doing this
supremacy.
all day. Oh, really?
Somebody's angling for promotion over there. It looks like. Very cool. This is great. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think. Here we got a ton of people checking out on LinkedIn. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it so much.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Good luck with the battle
Hey, good luck
royale.
with everything. Really. Very cool. Hey, thanks so much, y'all. Take care. All right. This is great. It's really nice operation we
Thank you
have
for
here.
thank you for the compliments, son.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, I think the other part is people spend 8 to 9, 10 hours a day here. We gotta
Right.
make it comfortable. Gotta make it fun. Gotta make it
Right.
a place that they want to be.
Yeah, no, I get that vibe a lot. I mean, this is kind of like decorated like the way I would decorate a man cave at my house or something. So it would definitely be a place I'd want to hang out.
Cameron
for sure.
Shields. Cameron Shields, our
Cameron.
corporate
Good to see you, Cameron.
vice president of
You too,
corporate
How you
sales.
doing? Bring it in here.
Welcome, thank you.
Yeah, we met once before, didn't we?
We did at ERC a few years ago.
Very cool. What city was that in?
Seattle.
Seattle, yes. That was a fun one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yes, it
Very
was.
cool here. Let's see here. We got the angle here.
We've been nailing Ben on Canadian trivia. He's doing pretty good.
It's like 50-50, yeah. I'm like a D plus right now so far.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get in here. Let's tighten up this shot here a little bit. So Cameron, what do you do here at AMJ Campbell?
As Pierre mentioned, I'm the Vice President of National or Corporate Accounts. I oversee our corporate business. I have an awesome team here that we work together on a daily basis to ensure that clients are looked after,
Right.
not only from the corporate end of things, but also the end user, the person that's moving. So with
Yeah.
corporate business, as we know, there's layers,
Sure.
and the communication process is critical.
So AMJ Campbell has a phenomenal reputation in the corporate relocation space. I was just talking to an RMC last week that was, talking about, you guys and really great things, right? So,
Thank you.
how do you achieve that type of reputation in the, such a competitive vertical as corporate relocation?
Well, we come through the door every morning. It says that right up on the wall there, to get better every day. Our expectations are higher every day because expectations of clients are higher every day.
Yeah.
It's up to us to deliver, and we get that through teamwork and diversification, trying new things, just trying to be better on a daily basis.
It does seem like client expectations have just continued to rise every year. I was at a relocation conference, and the CEO of the RMC, got up one year, and he said, all right, the expectation was 10 out of 10 last year. This year it's 11 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Right? And we're like, oh man. And then the next year he came back and said, last year I said 11 out of 10. This year it's 12. I'm like, how many years are we going to keep doing this? It does feel like the expectations have gotten so high. I mean, also because you look at consumers' expectations for home delivery and things like that are informing in a lot of ways their expectations for their corporate moves and things like that. How do you keep up with that, and how do you kind of manage some of those expectations? Because you can't do, well, maybe you can't, but it's hard to do next day from Toronto to Vancouver. How do you do stuff like that, and how do you balance the world-class service with managing expectations?
Well, what we do is we set the expectation, but before we do that, we listen. We know what if our customers are going to say, we'd like to do this. If it's within reason, we make it happen.
Right.
Gone are the days of saying, we'll be there between 2 and 22 days in terms of a transit guide.
Yes.
That just doesn't work for people anymore.
Right.
You're right about that. As I said, it's vital that we listen to what our customers are asking for, and make it happen.
Yeah, I like that. I think sometimes you do have to set the expectation. I think that I love the idea about listening too, because sometimes we may be thinking that they're concerned about something that they're not. It's not even necessarily a driver for them, right? And so we have to listen a little bit and understand what's a make or break kind of critical to quality kind of aspect of the move. Let me ask you kind of lastly. I come from the U.S. here, and it's my first real time in Toronto, spending real time here, and so y'all are really the first impression. So just keep that in mind. And I'm but no, I mean,
He still can't get over the fact that I gave him a shove.
I'm getting checked all over the place
we
here.
set
Right?
the expectation. Right?
You're gonna get checked. All right, so no, but all kidding aside, I come from a U.S. kind of centric, worldwide ERC and everything, and I know y'all have CERC here, right? Canadian ERC and everything. What are some of the things that corporate relocation program managers are talking about here north of the border?
Well, a lot of things. Most of the not issues, but a lot of the common questions are about the customs process. Going into the U.S. and coming northbound into Canada.
Right.
That always is something that we pride ourselves on, with our knowledge and our ability to know what the client needs, be able to share that information with them, and provide that to our RMCs, and of course the client that's actually moving as well. So that's very important. A lot of the RMCs now are talking about sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're going in terms of being on that path to being able to adhere to their expectations.
Right.
And it's very, very important, becoming a very important part of our business.
Well, I got to tell you, I see recycling bins. I see the reusable crates,
Yep.
that are being used. I mean, I think y'all are ahead of the puck in a lot of ways
Check
compared
them out,
to just
Anticipating the play.
little Gretzky, compared to a lot of the movie companies I see. So well done there.
Oh, thank
Cam,
you.
it's a real pleasure.
Yes, appreciate
See you
it.
again.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
All the best, guys.
All right, thank you.
All right, 2 more stops, and then we'll get to our
Oh no.
big challenge. We have
There's a big challenge coming up
Big
here.
challenge
Stay
coming up.
stay tuned. You're going to be thoroughly embarrassed.
Let's go down
All right,
and
let's
check
see
out our
here.
friends at the final mile.
Oh wow.
Everybody, say hi to Dan and Adam.
Hey, how's it going?
This is our final mile team.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
And these,
Oh, that's really cool. Now, are you doing like a survey right there?
Yeah.
Like a video survey?
Yeah.
Oh wow, super cool.
Yumbo.
And so your label, you're using Yumbo, okay? So it has like some AI kind of stuff built in, I think.
And right now we're just cleaning up some of the stuff that it mixed.
Yeah. So it kind of goes over with a first pass, and then you go and just kind of like human eyes on it, make
So
sure
this
it's
is our
accurate.
veteran, and this is our newbie. First
Oh,
day on the
very cool.
job. First day on the job, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did a little bit of editing. I was giving him an idea of what to kind of expect.
What a way to communicate with your customers.
Yeah.
Those customers who don't want people coming to them, have a busy schedule, this is a way to engage them.
Yeah, this is great.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Isn't it super cool, right?
The AI.
You would
picked up
think that,
everything.
like we'd have the best technology, right? Like movie companies,
So,
right? I was like, I remember when I first saw this.
Places we couldn't go before.
Yeah. Now, how long does it take to modify and correct a survey compared to maybe doing one from scratch?
It really all depends. In a small scale move, it's pretty easy to go through the whole process of the move.
Would you say it takes half the time to correct it that it takes to do it the first time? Or
It does become a little bit easier because it generates its own little inventory.
mm-hmm.
Obviously, it has its limitations,
Mhm.
so you add where you can.
Yep.
But in this case, it was pretty good. It was pretty accurate. And
Okay.
then some adjustments here and there. It's not
This
really.
engages the customer, number
Yeah.
one. Two, we can send this back to the customer and say, let's go over what you're moving and what we're not moving.
Yep.
And all of a sudden now we've got something to show them and something they can communicate
Right.
back with. Better estimates,
Right.
better performance from our van operators,
Yep.
better satisfaction, repeat business, referral business. It's all about engaging the customer.
Is-
Make like Cam said earlier, getting them involved in the move, listening to what their requirements are, and helping them get to where they want to be.
Do you use this on the consumer side as well?
Absolutely,
Okay. Do you find that it helps your consumer conversion rates?
for sure.
Yeah.
Kid hit it out of the park last year.
Wow.
So he can now, as soon as we get a lead, a lot of internet leads are coming through.
Yep.
Can't get to them all. You send them a quick link. Let's get the ball rolling.
The
Here's
speed
the-
is everything.
Yeah,
with
let's
this.
let's start with your self-survey. We engage them, then they start communicating by email, and hopefully we can convert that into a move.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
It's all
cool.
about reaching out to that client and say, hey, let's get the ball rolling. Let's talk.
Yeah, and that's it. That's an important point is that people are looking for a quicker way of actually getting a quotation. Because some of them, they don't want to have somebody come in home. This gives them a great opportunity to actually get costs as soon as possible.
Right.
This was really helpful as the pandemic broke.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden we could reach out to consumers without going to their home.
Mm-hmm.
So there is technology can help a business all
Yeah.
day long.
For sure.
Just use it effectively.
Wow. Really cool. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
David.
Good luck. No problem. Cool.
Now to Anisha and Caesar. Caesar's hiding behind now. Look at another guy with a lot of monitors, eh?
Yeah,
I think
look
these
at
guys
this.
all work at the airport or
Now
something.
look at this. So Caesar's got he's got the Mac.
Oh, he's
and
got the Mac.
the Lenovo stuff.
Poor Anisha's only got the Acer.
There you go. See, there you go. Good. We have a Mac PC internal battle going on right now in our organization here. And you got the Mike Madonna over here too,
Oh
representing
yeah, I
the
wonder where he
Dallas
played, eh?
Stars. Yeah. Very
He's
nice.
from Dallas.
Very good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Very
these two
cool.
oversee our home delivery operation here in
Hi,
Toronto.
how you doing?
Good, how are you?
So tell me about home delivery and what do y'all do with home delivery? And you got an impressive monitor situation.
So we
I like
do
that.
pretty much different accounts. We take
Uh-huh.
care of all pretty much retail in terms of home delivery.
Yeah.
Run about 60 trucks all over.
Okay. And these are all kind of the truck. Or these are all the stops.
These
And
will
is this
be-
a route right here? This pink is like one route, blue is another route, kind of thing.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so you can just plug me right in, man.
Yeah,
Just put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
So our customers get updates on their phones or on their cellular device saying your truck is 20 minutes away, your truck's 15 minutes away, or your stop number 3 of 12.
Right.
So our customers don't have to sit around the house waiting all day. They can go do what they need to do right
Right.
up until that 5 minutes to show up.
And then they get probably an alert given an ETA. Like
So his job is to manage that everybody stays on par, stays on course, because stuff
Yeah.
does happen, traffic accidents, consumers not home. So it's important that we don't let one stop for the whole day off.
Okay. Okay.
We're technically watching this every hour, every minute, just to make sure.
What's the number one thing you have to watch for? Like, what's the hardest part of the job? Biggest challenge? Would you say?
I think customer experience, that's
Okay.
what we focus on.
Yep.
Just making sure customers are taken care of.
That's where she comes in. When the
Oh.
experience ain't happening, he flips it over
Oh.
to Anisha.
He's like, I got a problem. I messed up. Fix it. Yeah, she takes care of it.
Mhm.
Fabulous. I love the teamwork here and the tandem. I noticed that with in the dispatch room. I noticed that, between I think it was Rob and Cassandra. I noticed like you kind of have this tandem kind of thing working here with folks. I mean, you have two folks right here talking to each other.
No, a lot of teams.
That's really good.
And then they got a whole empire of people here that
Oh, wow.
nobody wants to talk to because you're walking around with a camera.
Yeah, I get that. Everybody's like, oh, I got a call. I gotta go. So how many routes are you planning in a day here?
So we do between 10 to 14 routes.
Okay.
That's mixing accounts, pretty much.
Yep.
Product from different
Yep.
accounts, mix them together all in one route.
Got it.
Like you can see in this one.
And how much of this stuff requires setup? Like when you go in, all of it?
I'd say about 85% of this.
So you go in, you remove the debris, the dunnage, take the boxes off, put it in spots.
So we have 4 different services left.
Oh, wow.
to standard delivery, which is outdoor drop-off.
We call that ring and run in the business.
He's starting to learn the
I'm
lingo.
learning the
right?
lingo here. Okay.
Single, we got threshold, which is inside the customer's home.
It's first inside the first door, first threshold.
Inside the house.
Got it.
Remote place, which is where the customer wants it.
Yep. So I want it in my kitchen. I don't want it in my little foyer. Yep.
That's where I'll
My
make sure you
foyer.
get it there.
Yep.
And white glove, which is the way you see it in the picture, that's how you do it in the house.
Right. So instead, I want it in my kitchen. I want it hooked up to the water, and like I want my ice maker working. Got it. Okay.
I'm
Very
ready for
cool.
the Super Bowl.
Very good. Yes. Wow.
Hey, Jen, can you light us up there? We're coming over for
Oh,
the challenge. We only got 5 minutes.
I gotta go get my tail kicked over here at Bubble Hockey. Thank you for delivering that wonderful customer experience here. And thank you for bailing them out all the time. We appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Very
So
cool.
we have people who just can't agree on some.
Yeah.
We can't just go into meetings and hammer it out. So we come to the
We can't
Super
agree.
Checks Pro
Yeah.
Hockey.
Oh, this is great.
This is how we
He
resolve
says
things.
when we have people that can't agree,
Yeah.
instead of fighting it out in the parking lot like the old days, we come over here and oh my goodness, I'm about to get destroyed, people. I'm about to get absolutely destroyed here. Hit that like button right now. Throw a comment in
Here we
there.
go. So we're playing Toronto against Detroit.
All right, throw a comment in there. And the first, how about this? The first.
National anthem, stand up.
Did you want these?
All right, we're good. Hockey time. All right, here we go. You
All
ready?
right. What?
All right, get your hand on that goal before I score.
Oh, look at that kick save. Look at this. Oh man. Oh man. Up here, they told me you were really good at this.
No.
And I said, no way.
I got a full-time
I
job.
said he works too much. He couldn't possibly be good at this. And they said, no, look at that. Get out of here with that. Look at this. Oh! One for the good guys, everybody. One for the good. Wait, best of three.
It's not over yet.
Best of three.
Periods.
There's 3 periods.
Yeah.
I can't end there. Oh. Oh man. Uh-oh.
Hit the post.
Oh, this is. I was right when I was gloating.
Here we go. You're looking good. You're not bad for guy from Texas.
Make it look easy.
You've been practicing, hasn't he?
Oh, you gotta
Did
be
you see
kidding
that?
me right
That was
now.
right off the
You gotta be kidding me right now.
You can't teach it.
Oh, I guess
There's a
not.
rocket on that one.
Where's it coming? You can get behind the board. There we go. There we go. In the corner.
Every offense needs one of these.
Ah!
Woo! He's got hands, eh? Quick.
Oh, put the biscuit in the basket. Let's go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't like
Set it
this. I
up,
don't like
set
this.
it
I
up.
don't like today.
Oh.
Ah!
So have you ever been to a hockey game?
Yeah, yes. I used to go to some Rangers games back at the Garden. But I'd like to go. I've never been to one in Canada.
We're going to have to get you out there, see our Leafs
Are
play.
the Leafs in town right now?
No, they were. We had a bad roundup with Columbus. Ooh, this is quite the defensive battle now.
Oh, man. The puck was just.
Hey, look at that puck dancing everywhere, right? Hey, where's Lance, Jeff?
Second period. Here we go.
Okay, next goal wins.
Periods. You weren't lying about
Next
these
goal wins here. Here we go.
Oh, man. I cleared it right in front of my.
Here we go, wingman. Wingman. Here we go, Bobby.
Oh, man. Get it out of
Oh,
there.
what
Get it
a
out of
sniper.
here. You gotta be kidding me right now. Oh, my own. Almost had an own goal there. Oh! It went over the crossbar. You gotta be kidding me right now.
Hey, Adam's not getting into this, is he?
Dude, I want to.
Oh! That's the game. Woo!
I scored on myself.
Canada wins
Hey.
again.
Canada beats the
Big
U.S.
game,
as
big game.
they should.
Good game.
I got a lucky goal, and then it was all downhill from there. So
So anyway, that was a
that was
a nice finisher,
fun,
right?
man. That was a lot
Pretty
better.
good.
That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. To be honest, with you.
And we should
This is a
say
new
sorry
one.
to Jen for
Jen,
she's trying
I'm
to do her
sorry.
job, eh? And here we
I
are.
am so sorry, Jen. So good to meet you, Jen. And where's Duke at? Hey, Duke. Hey, Duke. Come on.
Here somewhere.
There you go.
There's Duke. There's Duke. So So Jen, what does Duke do here?
Duke is the official mascot and
Yes.
guardian of Pierre's front door.
There you go. Very good.
Hey, you should get a shot on Lance. I think he fell asleep in there.
Oh, nice.
That's our room booth where they're supposed to make private calls. But I think he's nodded off in there.
Should we?
He's the head of our national home delivery.
Should we harass Lance?
Yeah, let's open the door and see what Lance is up
We
to.
could just give him a little camera action.
Lance, everything okay?
Yeah, just in the last case of emotion. No, just finished up talking to one of our accounts.
Nobody comes and cries in here, do they?
No, I mean it's see-through, so I got a pretty good shot from my desk there. So I haven't seen anybody crying. But
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. The boys were asking, what are you doing in there?
This is a lot of fun, Pierre. Thank you so much for
Oh, thank
opening
you.
up your office to us here. Thanks everybody for checking it
Last
out.
question. Where do those seats come from?
From the old Toronto Maple Leafs,
Oh, you got it. Maple Leaf Gardens.
Maple Leaf Gardens.
Yes, sir. Good one.
Yes,
You picked that
yes.
up, eh?
Look, he's got the golf bag there too from the
North American,
North American
yeah.
golf bag. Very cool. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks for having us here. Thanks for letting us disrupt your operation here. Appreciate it. I apologize to everybody here, but I learned a lot. This is great. This is my first time in Toronto, really. And so being at AMJ Campbell has just been a real
You
blessing.
got to come back anytime.
Yeah, thank you
Love
so
having
much. You want to leave people maybe just the final word before we sign off here?
No, we appreciate, number one, coming down. Two, we're very fortunate as an organization. Probably lastly, it's a team effort. This is the team that makes AMJ Campbell.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming.
Thanks, everybody. And we will be at Trowbridge tomorrow, a tax firm here in Toronto, as well as with the International Association of Movers, with a behind-the-scenes sneak peek for the conference that's coming up in October. We will take you there. We will see you. Stay tuned this week, y'all. Take care, everybody.